Because on one side you want to work on your art or videos or whatever, but on the other side it's like, I want to talk to people too. Since you've like filmed me for so long and like you sort of know my different personalities,
Yeah.
how would you define me as?
Well, you can't be like completely, fully introvert and
Yes, but
fully...
if you had to pick, am I leaning more towards extrovert or introvert from your perspective? Because it's kind of cool to
Introvert.
see.
Introvert in a way. It doesn't look like it, but you're an introvert.
Why would you say so?
Because, I don't know, does it feel like your energy runs out when you talk to people or something?
Trying to find his natural habitat. This is your natural habitat.
I should film this too for my art vlog. I should.
What are you reaching down your pants? This is very inappropriate.
There.
Okay.
Tiny little camera. Hey everybody. Okay, so we're looking for black dysfunctional marker. Walnut's pretty good too. Oh, that's black. I mean, cute. Look how expensive art supplies are.
Because one of the things I like doing, and if you guys don't know yet, is like I like to edit. And what people don't talk about, especially when it comes to like artists or anything artistic, is that art itself is very lonely. Right, Poi?
Yeah.
You don't talk to anyone. I'm literally... The good part about it is like you see me on the internet. I do all these cool episodes and videos. But for the most part, it's me in a room watching myself, editing myself for hours and hours. And like that's how I get better at doing the thing that I love to do. To put it as like how I define extrovert and introvert is like an introvert loses energy when you talk to a lot of people. Whereas an extrovert needs a lot of people to get energy. And that's one of the characteristics that I have. If I'm around people, too much people that I don't know, it feels like I'm spending my energy talking and conversing, which is, you know, there's some days where I love doing, but there's other days like today where I just feel like I just need to be in my room by myself and just recharge and then regroup. And that's how introverts differ from extroverts. Because a lot of, I would say, my upbringing till now, I grew up shy, but I have like little tendencies of like extroversion. Because like Poi said, no one's ever like in the middle. I mean, no one's ever left or right. They're kind of a bit of both, but I'm leaning more towards the introvert. People are like, Peter, you're not an introvert. You seem so outgoing and no, trust me. I am hella awkward. When I'm around, okay, if I have dinner with one person, right? Could be anyone. It's cool. I don't know them, but you know, fine. 2, I start freaking out just a little bit because I'm like, oh god, I don't know two people. 3 is the point where I'm just like, and I just feel exhausted, where if you put me in a room of 10 people that I don't know completely, I'm just there like, and I just kind of shut down. I don't know how's that. Are you kind of like similar like that, where it's like,
Yeah.
if it's like me and you talking, it's like fine, whatever, I can be crazy, but if it's a bunch of people, I'm like, oh shoot, this is like too much stimulus. I just want to go home and just work on my art. I just want to work on my videos. That's all I want to do. But at the same time, it's like, it's frustrating in a way because it's like humans need interaction, right? We need to talk to people. So it's kind of like conflicting because on one side you want to work on your art or videos or whatever, but on the other side it's like, I want to talk to people too. But then you know that you talking to people is like losing energy, so it's always like this kind of pull. It's a bit like I'm in my room hours and people are always like, hey, how do you get better at video editing? You goddamn spend hours doing this over and over and trying to get better each time.
It's good to have your good cover, something you like to enjoy looking at every time. before you open it.
Something where you look at it and it's like it inspires you.
Yeah.
Because my wallpaper for my work, it says you're gonna die.
Really?
Gary Vee's quote.
Oh, okay. So it inspires you.
So the sad part about it is it gets really lonely. Sometimes I guess in another sense, I'll talk about this in another video where, you overthink, you get anxious, and you get to like lose your sense of like, I would say, social skills because you're so focused on getting that one thing or trying to better whatever. But that's what separates you from quote unquote normal people, right? That's what makes you special because you're willing to sacrifice whatever to get better at your goals or your ambitions. And one of the reasons I made all those interviews and stuff, it's like if I'm a weird kid who's like hella introverted, but I can still put myself out there on the internet and get judged and critiqued, then it's like
That's not long enough yet.
this is me in my unnatural habitat. You just because you're labeled as this or that, or people say, oh, why are you so quiet? Because a lot of my life, people are always like, I was that kid that no one knew their name, or my name. Oh yeah, that kid? Who's that kid? I don't know that kid. And I guess that made me want to make YouTube videos in the first place, where it's like, oh yeah, I will show you my name. You will see me on the internet. But at the same time, it's like, introverts, it's not a bad thing being an introvert. Just like there's extroverts out there who gain energy from people, being introvert is a good thing, right? And it's good to be aware of that, because some people don't really understand. It's like, wait, why do I feel so exhausted? Why do I like being alone more of the time? Am I weird? Am I different? No, you just have a touch of introversion, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I guess that was a little talk that I wanted to talk about, because I guess some people get the wrong impression of me of how I'm super outgoing. I'm super, like, I can be at certain times, but for the most part, I would say I'm a pretty like quiet guy, likes to keep to myself. Unless like I know you, then I open up. But the more I talk to you, the more I get to know you, the more likely I am to be more comfortable. And that's just who I am. And that's my little rant on introversion. Probably put this in slow motion.